Hello everyone and welcome to the first entry in my video series, where I basically want to teach you how to play Slum Town. And it's not only in terms of general gameplay, but also I want some more people to get into speedrunning this, because it's really fun, okay? So I'm at first just gonna talk about general settings you can do, in the settings menu, and just stuff you should get used to, and then I will just go through each level and talk about some points on how you can save some time, and yes, that's basically it. So let's just begin. First of all, we want to head to the settings menu, which is down here, and the most important thing, of course, are the gameplay settings. If you prefer the camera to be zoomed in, just do that. I don't, because I like to have a good look at the level when I'm like doing a full game run, and I get to the next level and I have the ability to just look at it and then instantly act. So because I know each level, so I'm gonna keep that zoomed out. Cutscenes. If you're gonna do your own timer, turn this off. If you're playing with the in-game timer, which is the kind of official way to play it, speedrun it, it's personal preference. You can keep them on, I have them off. It's up to you. Screen shake. I would recommend turning this off, because it might distract you from playing. Well, camera zoom is just camera zoom. Dialogue input. This is really unnecessary because you're not gonna talk to people in a speedrun. But this is completely up to you. Dash direction. I would generally recommend turning this off, mainly because if you have this turned on and you don't press any button, you will not dash. And sometimes you just want to spam dash but forget to press right, and then you're not doing anything, and this is really annoying. Input lock, this is really the most important one. Turn this off. You will have, I think, half a second of input lock. They had this forced on sometime in the beta, I think, and we had our ways to circumvent it. Luckily they implemented this switch in the menu, so turn it off. It really saves a lot of time. This is up to you, and yes. Quick reset. I would recommend putting this, turning this off, so if you reset, it will reset the whole level. This does have an advantage and disadvantage. Advantage, if you fail at the end and you just want the best time you can have, this is a quick way to just completely reset and restart. But if you're not interested in getting your best possible time, but just want to get a trophy and see, okay, I messed up this level, turn it on. It's really up to you and what you're trying to do. Def reset, I would never recommend turning this on if you want to speedrun, unless you're gonna go for the deathless, which no one has actually even tried so far. Tutorials, turn them off. They might cause a lag spike, and it's just unnecessary if you know the game well. Okay, there's nothing to say about button mapping, because it's really up to you how you play the game. Visual settings. Yes, this is not really how you want your game to look. Just use the default colors or dynamic colors. I would recommend using default colors or doing something with high contrast. While it's not really good on your eye, it's good to see where you are and know what you're doing. Then disable grain FX. I have this turned on, so it's disabled because it distracts me. Same for particles, and both of them cause lag on my machine. Dynamic resolution, turn this one off. Your game might really start lagging like hell if you have this turned off in certain rooms. but it resizes your window, and if you're playing in windowed mode, it can really distract you. So yes, this is up to you. I wouldn't recommend turning this on though. This is also up to you. I just like to use my mouse. Yes, VSync, it like, you wouldn't notice the difference if you're just playing, so, or at least I don't. This up here is up to you. And yes, that's the settings, to be honest. Okay, let's get to Slum Town, which is my next point. And it's your character choice, or playstyle choice. Right now I have the regular Slum Town playstyle. It's okay for speedrunning. I did my first speedruns using it. I would recommend using kawaii-san. And there's an obvious reason why. You can dash into the ground and it like shoots you up into the air because of the knockback, and you can reach high places. And just the falling speed is slow, so you have more time to react, and it's generally very forgiving, and it's good to speedrun with it. These borders, if you want them, get one. I don't care about it. I don't get distracted by the blue moving borders. If you do, use the border. Okay, change outfit. This doesn't change anything at all. I just like hats. Okay, I just like them. And yes, that's really it. There isn't much to it any more than that. So let's just go to the level select screen. This was kind of the introduction, so I'm just going to do level 1. I'm not really going to show you how you can get a time of sub 10 seconds, because this takes a lot of skill and effort, but it's easy to get a consistent sub 15 seconds if you do it this way. And yes, let's just get started. This is the first room. It doesn't really count as a room. So what you want to do is just, let me restart, just dash once. You don't even have to press a direction, just dash once. As you can see. I can also just restart using like the reset key, so yes, this saves some time. I don't use that feature though. So, we're in the next room. Most people would of course go this way, because that's what the game tells you to do. But yes, we want to do it as quick as possible, so you can just go up here. This is possible with basically most of the playstyles, but it's easiest with kawaii-san, that's why I chose it, yes. I don't know if it's a her or he, so let's just say it. What you can also do is dash into the ground and just go up here. It's really up to you. In my experience, going up here is faster. So, you do you, I guess. Okay, but this is not everything to this room. You dash into here and go up here. Weird explanation, I'm sorry about that. And then you can just jump diagonally through the room. This is the fastest route, of course. And yes, this is really something you want to do. It might take some training, but it's not hard. It's really not hard. If it's actually too difficult, you can also just dash up to the right and do this. It's a bit slower, so yeah. Do as you please. Next room, there isn't much to it, just in my experience, dash 3 times, dash down, and then just jump and dash. You don't really have to wait for this platform. You can actually just do this. Okay, let me die here. See, you go through here and just do a dash and a jump in the air. You really don't have to use this platform, unless of course you want the apple. So dash like 3 times, jump, dash, or dash, jump, however you want to do it. This one, just be fast, really. Dash to the right, jump up here, press shift or whatever you use to morph on your controller or keyboard. Morph slightly before you're at the green thing, or you will lose all your speed. This is not really something you want to do. Dash to the right, go up here, press just morph from here on and stop here, so you can easily travel through that wall. Press shift and dash downwards, do this twice. Okay, dash to the right, just morph through this, dash downwards, dash downwards. This room is the easiest one, to be honest. Just jump up here and go to the left. You don't have to morph, because, and keep this in mind, morphing doesn't slow down time. It only slows down, well, you and basically the level, but it doesn't slow down time. And what this means is, while it's easier for you to platform and navigate through the rooms, the time will just go on in its regular speed. And this means you're actually losing time by doing this. So just keep it to a minimum. That's why this route might be faster if you time it correctly. It's just easier to go here. Then you just dash and dash. Okay, let's do this in one run. Dash to the right, go up here, jump diagonally, 3 dashes, jump, dash, dash, then morph through this, downwards, downwards, go up here, and yes. Okay, this is 16 seconds now. This is enough to get the trophy. Of course you can improve this time, and it's not very hard to do so. Just time everything correctly. You can also just vary things a bit. And yeah, let me just show you that. It's mostly about timing and execution, so there's nothing much to it. But it's not really hard to get a sub 15, as you can see. It just takes some time to get used to all these, well, I wouldn't call them shortcuts. Just get used to, playing for speed. Of course, 15 or, well, sub 15 seconds is way more time saved than you actually need for this trophy. But this tutorial series isn't really for getting trophies. Of course you can use it for that and just go at your own pace using these tricks. But if you want to get into speedrunning or just individual level running, these tricks might help you. So yeah, this was level 1. This is a sub 15 seconds on the Switch version ranking for level 1. This would actually guarantee you top 5 ranking, I think, unless someone beats some scores. Here you can get it easily with a sub 13. And this guy abused a glitch. And they did as well. I don't know how they did it, and this is the first time I see this. This is not supposed to happen. Well, whatever. I'm gonna investigate that later. This is kind of unexpected. And yeah, I just hope I could help you with some general settings. This was more of an introduction into this. I think I'm gonna through like 5 levels per episode. I'm not sure yet. This was only level 1 as a, again, short introduction to this. Yes, I hope I can help you with this. Happy sliming, I guess.